There we go. Yeah, there's the save. I was expecting it to show me a save at some point. It just wasn't doing it, so I didn't know if I was missing something or not. Alright. Excellent.
If anyone ever could close her eyes, however hard she tried, begged.
Go. Okay, thank you, Red. Yeah, I didn't catch the very end of your stream. I was doing a couple chores myself, and then I logged back in and you were gone. Thanks for dropping by.
Once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Yeah, all good. The thing about the combat in this game is that it always kind of catches you a little off guard. Like you think nothing's going to happen or something's going to happen, and then nothing happens, and then you realize that something's going to happen, and it kind of catches you off guard. So, anyway. Like I said, the combat catches you a little off guard. Clearly, it looks like an area that you were supposed to fight, and then it didn't happen. But
she will find what she's looking for.
There we go.
Power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Look how much it's changed. It's so different.
So, like the first area, things change when you look through it. So the question is, what side are we looking at? See, that wasn't there before. So we go through it because the area is different now. All right.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Good news, I had, well, Blizzard announced, they did a tweet saying, you know, retweet, or no, initiate a tweet with their hashtags, enter to win things. So I got $25 worth of Blizzard cash, so I don't know what I'll use it for. Maybe I'll get the StarCraft remastered. I've never gotten that one. I've always looked at it. So, if anybody has any suggestions, let me know. I already got Diablo, obviously. We've played that on stream. Let's see here. Do we go right or do we go left? I don't think it matters, because we're just trying to open that door. So I was looking on the sides here for those rune stones. I think that's what they are.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
What does it mean? I know the ravens. Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? She goes.
Line up the ravens.
Line up. He said to them. Shh, 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 shh.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Challenge me.
Where is it? It's all your fault. Listen, focus, listen. You need to focus. Focus.
There we go. So again, I kind of wish I knew exactly. I guess the way the skull is pointing is the way you're supposed to be looking. I don't think it ever really fully goes the other direction. So if you look that way, that's the direction where things change. So I'll try to keep that in mind. The bridge is already down, so well, like I said, so
She lost.
that's what it looks like right now.
Last winter.
Let's see what it looks
was
like when we go
tragedy.
through.
She journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries,
Lord.
roots, and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a gallant. Some like to
There it is. See, it's open on this side now. Okay.
Others, like cinema, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
So, just a little experience from other RPGs. If you can, you know, interact with something, sometimes it's best to do it ahead of time, whether you're supposed to go this way or not. We'll go ahead and get that open, because I think we're supposed to be going this way, up there. Yeah. We'll go and open this door just in case. Very good. Alright. Let's see here. So
She
it
can
created
get up.
that
What's happening? She can get up now.
She
that
can
stairwell.
get out.
It must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven tricking her.
Raven.
How can she get up?
Yeah.
It's him.
When we first came to that
Draws her
door,
closer.
there wasn't a stairwell there,
It's
so
not. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own.
I don't know what's up here. I haven't seen any of those
It's an
rooms.
illusion.
I don't think I'm supposed to go. Oh, there it is. It's right there. I don't think any of them are necessary to finish the game, but so again, how to get there? I don't think you can climb. Not in this game. You can fall, but you but you can't climb. And this is the way we need to go, but I'm just wondering, how do we get to that? Right up there. That's what I'm trying to get to. The quest is over here, but see, we want to get up here. I wonder if you can't get up there from here. Wait a minute, where'd it go? Where did it go? Maybe it's just straight down there into the back. Maybe that's what it is. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. Let's get this puzzle done. Excellent. All right. So we opened that door, but let's try to find this room tablet thing. Oh, wait a minute. Did I miss it again? How do I keep missing it? I'm trying to, like, right up there. I don't know if that necessarily is a room thing, but I wonder if we look at it again, if it lets us cross that bridge. See, it's not broken now. Okay. Yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, I think that's how you do it. Okay. We go over here. We go up the stairs. And maybe we can cross it now. Yeah, there we go. So you have to look at it twice to get the... Oops.
The Northmen say
There we
that
go.
Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and each day he sends them out to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide, and for this reason, he is called the Raven God. Senua, like Odin, you must seek wisdom through thought and memory if you are to succeed in your quest.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
I had accidentally turned off my microphone. I was just saying that that area wasn't too difficult, but interesting you had to look through the thing twice to kind of get across a bridge, not just the objective. So I'm wondering if this area is going to require the same thing.
She can't go in there. Behind there? You're in danger. Valravan, he's there. She can't go in. Just to find another route.
Truth says there's always another route.
Find a way somewhere. Go round somewhere. Find your own path. There's a different way.
Definitely looks like it's another fight scene. Because we'll have to be ready. Hopefully it's not the shield guy. The shield guy is my worst nightmare. Here we go. Yep. I was right.
Defend your position. Ended him. She's injured. She can still do it. Did it? She finished him. Get out! Behind you. It's hurt. There's blood.
Let me get back and reset.
He's gone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's down. Finish it. Behind you.
Oops, cornered. Game mechanics. Okay. So when you do a perfect parry, you can get the focus. Reset this.
Finish this. End it. You won.
There we go. Alright, finally. Yeah, it's the guys with the shields. They're the worst. So, where do we come from? Right back here, so... yeah. There we go.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Had to turn the fan on because it's getting a little stuffy in here. Inevitably that happens when I have the door closed and the PC on. Alright.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
I just realized I made the chat box smaller, but I may need to make the... I didn't test it after I did that. I obviously need to make it the font bigger because it's squishing all the chat. But that's okay. Alright. See, it's not glowing, so it doesn't look like it's active. I guess we'll have to do something else first. Oh, that's right. We have to do the door first before these things become active. That's right. So we'll go activate the door and start looking through those things. Oh, okay. You help by testing out.
The song. Balraven's song. It's over here. It's over here. He's there. It's over there. No, it's
So where do we start?
Listen, focus, listen.
Start that way? Or do we want to start this way?
This reminds him of somewhere. The forest.
Guess we'll go this way.
Which forest?
Forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She left Green.
She went to the wilds a long time ago.
Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
So maybe we have to look through one of those things to get that to connect.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness.
She
Let's
wanted
see.
to marry Dillian.
She came to beat her.
Yeah, see, there it is. There's a bridge. Okay. Yeah,
But she didn't.
we figured it out.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
So, okay. We're on this side now, but could have crossed here anyway. Oh, see how the bridge is gone? Oh, or maybe it wasn't there to begin with. I don't remember. Maybe going this way was just the exit route. I don't know. Let's see. I always like to see what it looks like before. Then
The ravens.
Ah.
They've gone.
They've gone.
No,
Half of them have gone.
they've gone. Some are still there.
But where?
Oh, ravens.
so this eliminates some of those ravens.
Quiet. Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Like I said, I like to open gates first, or whatever first, and then come back, but I think we might have this area already done. So let's go this way. Okay. So, broken bridge. How about we look through there to get across the broken bridge? Yep. See? All good. All good. Door on this side probably means it's barred, so... So, what, we have to get across? Is that what you gotta do? To look through that door? Let's see, it looks like that right now. See, it's open. Okay. Alright. Let's go find that door so we can unblock it. There we go. See, it was barred. Alright. Very good. Very good. Come on.
The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the World Tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So he gouged out his own eye as offering to Mimir. He drank from the well and traded one way of seeing for another.
At the end of the day, I think those are just accomplishments you can get by finding those. But, and you see here, you need to get across, I think. And remember how we looked at it and it made this wall go down? I think we have to go look at it again so we can get across when it was whole. So let's do that. Yeah. See, now it's put together. And we have the door open now, so we can go in through this area where we couldn't before. Okay. This probably gets rid of more of those ravens.
She did it. The ravens. They were gone. No. There's still three. There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? She did it. What does that mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
I see there's one over there. I don't think it does anything though, because I've already gotten rid of all the ravens, so... Well, just to be sure, maybe it opens up a door that we can get another rune stone. But we came in through this little ditch area originally. And of course it wasn't active, so, like I said, let's see if it does anything, but... This is what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like over here. So let's see. Nothing? Yeah. I don't see any difference. Does it do anything? Oh, it got rid of some of those ravens. Because there were some over here, I guess. Okay. Well, there you go. We're still down to the last three, so we just have to line them up. Somehow. Let's figure it out. guess right here. Right? Yeah. There it is.
Broken. The gate is open. Opened. She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
There we go. And he's up there on the... Okay, so that's where we're trying to go. No stairs over there. Oh, let's unlock it. Let's unlock the door real quick. Okay.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Which way's better, or which way's the way to get up there? Oh, this is just the stairwell over here. Okay, okay. So we gotta go this way. Gotta look through it. Ah, there's a branch there. So,
Speak to me, Drew. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
So we can't lower that bridge from this side. Ah, there's a beam now. That beam wasn't there. There you go. Okay. So this is blocked. Oh, you know what? We go back and look at this again. And I bet you that beam is gone and there's a way to get on the other side. Yeah, see, the beam is gone. And yeah, there's a branch down. All right. Okay, so hopefully we don't fall. Go. I think we got it. All right.
Broken. The gate is open.
Go.
Open.
It's darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
I've got to parry. That's the problem, is I know how to parry. It's parrying that's difficult. And it may be that I'm using strong instead of... Oh, come on. There we go.
She's injured. She's not going to make it.
Okay. Well, as a mechanic, I think I got that part, but... Okay. That part. Go. Oh.
Quickly get up! They're coming! Evade! It's not over! It's not over!
Oh, I had the wrong, I did the wrong key. Oh, I'm getting it, but...
Can't do it.
Get up! Get up!
There we go. Oh, come on, one more round, huh?
Find a good position.
But you let it. Behind you! She finished him!
Come on.
Behind you! Too slow.
Yeah. I am too slow.
She can
Focus is coming back.
She will die.
Come on, run. Oh,
Beat her.
She's nearly there.
Watch out!
oh, I keep missing it.
Focus. Now, focus.
Ooh.
Get out! Focus now.
I think we got it.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I?
There we go.
It was an illusion. But not this time!
The Mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Truth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
It's a potato. So we go back the way we came. And if it's anything like the last time, we have to
When she
fight
was
those guys
younger,
again at the big
She'd lay in
door.
the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees. The mountains. Caves.
Right. So we just gotta get back.
I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them.
Mother? Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother, Galina. She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful. It was a time before the darkness. But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Hopefully it gave me a save point somewhere around here, because I'd hate to do this all over again if I die. There it is. I see it. Good. I think we died once on that battle, right? I think it was just once. So far we have 2 deaths in here. One of them I just got stuck, and then that one, I think I died right away. There is a mechanic to that bird. I mean, I could see it. I just was missing it. You're supposed to parry it or block his throws. I mean, I was blocking, but I think you're just supposed to swing your sword at it and deflect the glaive he throws at you. I was not doing that, so... But I knew what to do.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
If it's anything like the previous portions of this game, I'll have to fight these guys again. Probably the one with the shield. Okay.
Why is she waiting? Open the gate. Open the gate.
No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate.
Darkness.
Don't.
She's done it.
Maybe not.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
into
the
hell.
dead may cross.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Well, that's Dillian. That's her
In this waking nightmare,
significant other.
where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams? And now that you're home, he's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart.
Well, I see Holly's here. She's already pretty active.
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death. And you wanted to surrender. Abandon and to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left. The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Go.
Why suffer the past when there is a new road ahead? The only one that makes sense.
Pretty timely there. Pretty timely there. Playing with the sound alerts, huh? Found them. I got a bunch of them.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
Get up quick! She's hurt. She's injured. She won't pick it.
I hate that. It starts me off with no health and then I have to do the perfect parry. Oh, come on. I got that.
Get up! Get up! It's not over. It's not over. Go! It's strong.
Oh.
It's nearly over. Finish it.
Oh.
Use your sword. Oh, do it. She can do it. Do it. Ended it.
Oh no.
They're winning.
Oh. I don't want to die again. Okay. Have to wait for that one move where there it goes. Oops. Oops. That one's the one, not the one I want. I want the one where he slams down.
He can breathe.
Ah, and I need to use a fast one. That one. Oops.
She will die.
Oops. Oops. Come on. Let's reset this. Oops. Oops. No. Ah. Alright. Come on. Use that move.
He's gone!
There it is.
Yes, Senor!
I was waiting for it. Finally did it. Okay. Guess it's just here. Do we open the door or? Oh, it's this door. Yeah, I didn't even see that as a door. Going blind. There we go. Some runes. So we're back to the looking for runes.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Now, it always turns kind of like... well, let's look at this rune stone first.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
So we can go down here. Let's see here. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. So we made a stairway. See, and this is what happens when you get kind of close to where you need to be. The rune shows up. Okay. Pretty sure it has to do with like seeing it. Well, let's go all the way around. Let's start there. It may just be just looking up from the bottom. I don't really know. Now it's an S, or something that looks like an S. Okay, so now it's the symbol. There it is. Alright, so now we just need 2 more. There's another rune stone. I think this is that door that we couldn't get through that's barred on one side. We'll open up that door. Kind of like a shortcut. And then we'll do the rune stone.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
So let's find the other rooms. I wonder. So it's telling me that's, there it is. Right? No? There. It's just the angle. So I knew that was it. So gotta find. That's not over here. So we know we're near. We know we're close. Okay, let's see. Alright. No. Maybe it's the angle. There it is. Close. Come on. There. Whew. Oh, we got it. Let's go this way. It's probably shorter. There we go. Yeah, I mean, you can do everything right sometimes in this game, and just the mechanics kind of make it hard. But that's fine, as long as it gets done.
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares? Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Slapped a sus sticker.
Why go on? When you give everything and face that which torments you,
Does someone need a hug?
only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on?
Yeah, I adjusted it to so it wouldn't stay there as long, but it seems like it's even longer. I may have
Or are we
to
just so afraid
I
of
have
the
to fix that
unspoken
again.
that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in yourself?
No, it's enough. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind. No, he's here. It's in your mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Let's see if there's any of those rune stones. None over there. Okay.
There it is. You're imagining
Nice.
How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you.
Got a sweater.
Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow. Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbel made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Yeah, again, I'm looking for those rune stones. I just don't want to miss them because I think there's in every area there's a certain amount, but there's like about 4 or 5 per area, so I just don't want to miss any and have to come all the way back here. I'm supposed to go that way, but let me just look over here real quick. Aha.
Senua, there will be times that you will feel alone and exhausted, like a strange little fish swimming against the tides of the big ocean. But have the faith to let go and let the tide carry you away. Because the whole ocean is your home, and it does not ask you to swim against it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about these games is that big open space, you kind of think there's something, and then so much of it, there's nothing here. It's just scenery. So, you know, it's a lot of immersion. But they hide these little things that you gotta find. So that's pretty neat.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a
He's there, under the tree.
sword play under the shade of a tree.
Come on, you have to keep Dilly.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing, and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted, and for the first time in years she felt a ray of hope.
There's the tree. Where is he? He's there. Where is he? He's there, under the tree. You can see him. There he is. Come on, you have to keep
Dilly and
Just waiting.
keep going.
Well, now see, here's one.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
go up the stairs. I don't believe we can go through those doors. I think that's our end goal, but I'm not 100% sure. I have nothing else that'll tell us we can't go that way. I also need to make sure we don't miss anything over there. So. Yeah, it's all sealed. Yeah, can't go that way. Alright, we tried. Alright. So, let's go this way. So these are a little different. Those rune stones look a little different. They look like they're on, like, not driftwood, but something weathered instead of on a stone. So we gotta look for those. No. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Now I have to wonder if there's one over here and behind the corner. So one goes this way, one goes that way. Okay. They both kind of lead the same way. So I guess we're trying to get to that tree. Okay.
Watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Ah, there's one. So you just gotta keep looking for them.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following?
Story development.
It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew and dance with it just like he does.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one?
Well, I watched you, and
You learnt all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Just come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who's supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
You killed him.
But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up! Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Very long cinematic, but that's okay. So there's my save. Good. So we can go forward. I have a feeling there might be another cinematic after this, after you hit the tree, but maybe not. I kind of hate to get in between stories at this point. Well, let's just keep going. We'll go for an even 2 hours.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is it not real? Is he real? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
Yeah, these aren't active. So we try to get to the tree then. Yeah, that looks inactive as well. This one looks different because it has that little white symbol in the middle. There you go, see?
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Alright, so it looks like there's got to be a way up to that tree, but I don't think this one's active. Oh, no, it looks good. Okay.
As Sigmund and Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hole. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Yeah, that one's the big, like the other ones, that's a big, has a circle in it, but it's gray, it's not that white, showing that it's different from the others, like it's not active. So
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal
So-
runestones.
that's what these are. They've been activated and they take you to other places,
The metal. The runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
so that you can reforge a new sword. Because ours was broken with that battle against the giant.